Nepal is endowed with a rich biological diversity. It is a country that is not only geographically rich, but also has more than 7,000 species of flowering plants. At least 700 of these species are identified as having medicinal properties. These medicinal and aromatic plants are an important source of livelihood for thousands of people, especially from forest-fringed communities in the highlands of the Himalayas, as well as in the mid-hills and Tarai regions. Most of these species are collected in the wild in their natural habitats. Humla is one of the most remote districts in the northern part of Midwest Nepal. Disadvantaged because of the region's remoteness and often harsh weather conditions. Many indigenous communities here bank on the local skill and traditions and depends on the forest for their income. The forest, which is also a rich pool of resources that can transform their lives. Exploring these rich resources of the Himalayan country and realizing the vast potential for Nepalese local production and processing, a development partnership in the medicinal and aromatic plants sector named as Wild and Cultivated Herbs for Cosmetic Ingredients was started between the French company Nativa, the Nepali company Himalayan Biotrade Private Limited and the Deutsche Gesellschaft für International Zusammenarbeit by GIZ, GmbH. GIZ is commissioned by the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, BMZ. This partnership not only aims to scale up the Nepalese value chain for new natural ingredients for export to the personal care and cosmetic industry in Europe, but also improves the income and livelihood in a sustainable manner of the farmers who are an essential part and partners of this partnership. The partnership is dealing with 7 different noble ingredients of Nepal that have high demands for the personal care and cosmetic industry. These herbs are collected by women and men, especially from the disadvantaged backgrounds, from the natural habitats and are purely organic. The collected herbs are then dried and oil pressed through oil expellers. The semi-processed products are then transported to the Himalayan Biotrade Private Limited, who further carries out filtration, final packaging and laboratory testing for export to the EU.
We have come here in Humla, which is part of what is called the Hidden Himalayas. And the reason why we came here is there are many indigenous plants that have potential for the cosmetic industry. One of them is a local apricot, which you can see over there. Apricot is used here for making food preparations in local drinks, but nobody uses the kernels, which is the inside pit if you want, and it can yield a very good cosmetic oil for delicate skin, and that's why we came here to set up a program to extract the oil and export it from this area and further on to Europe.
Apricot, locally known as chuli, grows at an altitude between 2,400 meters to 3,500 meters in open areas and terraces. Traditionally, the oil extracted from these kernels is used for cooking and also as medicine for all kinds of pain reliefs.
त्यो चुली ल्याएर अनि त्यो तरकारी झान्ने, दाल झान्ने, भुड्ने, खाने अनि शरीरमा मालिश गर्ने, अब टाउकोमा घस्ने अनि त्यही प्रयोग गर्छौं.
Well, mostly apricot is cultivated on commercial plantations and not always in a very clean environment. Pesticides are used and so on. And here apricot is growing naturally in between the houses around the villages. And as there is no use for the leftovers, and also because of the pure environment, we can make a really good apricot kernel oil here.
हामीले हातले पेली कुमाउँदैछौं. अहिले त के भयो भने आम्ना गाउँमै पनि मिल आएको छ र त्यही मिलमा पेल्दैनन्, हुडुहुडु पर तेल फेर्ने तेल ल्याएर तेलमा फेर्दा त्यो आम्ना हातका अल्छाइले न त त्यो तेल मिले पेल्यो भने त हाम्रो आफ्नो तेल पनि निको हुन्छ।
Another one of these precious indigenous plant called dhatelo can be used as an excellent skin emollient for skin smoothening purposes, and this plant can be found at an altitude of 2000 meters to 3500 meters. Here in Humla, dhatelo oil is used traditionally for hair as the local believe that it helps to increase the shine and strengthens it. The oil has always been used as medicine for muscular pain, stomach pain, skin infections, and for relieving cough and cold.
Local shrub is called dhatelo. It's a prickly herb which people use for making fences and so on. But again, nobody uses the seeds, and the seeds are interesting for making a cooking oil locally, but also as a cosmetic oil. We found that it is very similar to olive oil from Europe. We can make a good effort here to produce this oil.
Sea buckthorn, that is becoming increasingly popular worldwide, not only for its medicinal use, but also for its antioxidant and anti-wrinkle properties in the cosmetic industry, is also found abundantly here in Nepal at an altitude between 2000 meters to 3500 meters.
जिउमा कुनै चोटपटक लागेमा अनि यस्तो दल्छ के जिउमा त्यसमा राम्रो पनि हुन्छ खाँदा राम्रो पनि हुन्छ औषधि है
अहिले अब तेल बनाउने पनि छन् अब त्यो बनाए नै अनि त त्यो बि हामी त्यतिकै फाल्थ्यौं चिचो हुन्छ आगो बाल्ने खबै
गर्भवती आमा भएपछि अब यो निनाउका लागि अब खाने भयौं यो चुक खाँदा अनदेखि यो गर्भ सफा हो भनिकन चुक पिँदा अनि निना भन्ने हुन्छ सर त्यो निना अहिले लाग्दैन अनि सुख सुविधाले बच्चा पाइन्छ.
Plucking fruits of the sea buckthorn is a tedious task as it is found only on steep hills along the river banks and areas that are prone to landslides. To ensure safety for the farmers, the partnership identified an olive harvester tool, which will be modified for harvesting the fruits.
किन्न आएपछि बेच्छौं हामीहरुले अब यस्तै सामान नपाएर हो कि हामीलाई यस्तो गाह्रो छ रुखमा गएर झार्नै गाह्रो छ कानाले गोचिन्छ अनि सामानहरु ल्याइदिएपछि अनि हामी चुक धेरै खरिदछौं तपाईहरुलाई बेच्छौं बिहा पनि बेचौंला चुक पनि बेचौंला
विदेशमा जानु पर्दैन अर्का भारी बोक्न पर्दैन जेसुकी ढाले चुकमै उभएपछि त्यो मार्केट पाइएपछि जेसुकी रम्बे यहाँ हामीले हुम्लाइमै हुँदो आफ्नो बालबच्चा कक्कन पढाउनु पर्दैन यहाँ हामीले लगानी गर्नु पर्यो अब कहिले काट कल्न पुग्दैन पढेपछि बालबच्चा खाना गर्नु पर्यो सर कहिले खनु टाला पुग्दैन टालामै गर्नु.
Considered as one of the most beautifully sought after ornamental plants, the Himalayan edelweiss, locally known as bouquet flower, is known for softening and protecting delicate skin. In Humla, it is found at an altitude between 3500 meters to 4500 meters. There's a high demand for edelweiss extracts worldwide for cosmetic use, and in the Himalayan range, it can be found abundantly. Yet, to conserve this species, trial cultivation are being carried out through this partnership in various parts of Nepal. Found in the divine mid-hills of Nepal, Churi, a butter tree, is an incredible species having wonderful properties that can be used for skin conditioning.
हातगोरामा लाउँदा फुटेको सन्चो हुन्छ भनेर हामीले पहिलाबाट त्यही अरूले अचकाल बजारमा आउने घस दिनुमा हामीले जम्मै यही नै हो घस्ने हामीले सन्चो हुन्छ नरम हातखुट्टा बनाउँछ
काटेर पाकिराखेको घाउमा लगाए नि सन्चो हुन्छ.
Since commercially it is also being used for making products such as soap, lip balm and creams, the farmers now collect and dry the seeds under a controlled environment. The dry seeds are then processed via an efficient oil expeller.
अहिले मेसिन आउँदाखेरि एउटै मेसिनले धेरै पेल्न सक्यो र यो गाउँ ठाउँका चाहिँ हाम्रो पहाड कन्दराका भएका बिजुलाहरू यहाँ संकलन गरेर ल्यायो सबैको रोजगारी बन्ने र एउटा सजिलो एउटा सहज रूपले चाहिँ तेल निकाल्न सकियो यसो मनग्गे आम्दानी गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने यसबाट चाहिँ अब आशा पलाएको छ.
The 7 noble ingredients of Nepal, has been found to be commercially viable for cosmetic use. Various trainings on good collection practices are now being provided to these farmers in Humla and Surkhet. Moreover, a fair price mechanism is now being developed to provide maximum benefit to the primary collectors, who are a crucial part of these value chains. With the increasing popularity of organic and natural products in the global cosmetic industry, the demands for these ingredients have increased. This partnership harbors an enormous potential in enriching the lives of some of the poorest communities in districts such as Humla and Surkhet in Nepal.